In the first movie in this chapter, we started from scratch and explored how to get our footage into our project via AMA. But what do you do with that AMA footage once it gets in a media composer? In Chapter 2, we went ahead and edited with it right away, but that certainly isn't the only option. So we're going to talk about this. Bottom line, people have different approaches depending on the type of media, the workflow, and the intended results. But no matter what, each approach involves converting the linked files to native AVID MXF files at different stages. Now, what are these native AVID MXF files? Well, many years ago, prior to being able to directly link via AMA, every single piece of media that you ingested, whether by capturing from tape or importing files, was automatically converted to an MXF file. MXF files are the way that AVID loves to work. Converting media to MXF results in really rock-solid performance. It makes things faster, easier, and more responsive. It also automatically puts these MXF files in a special managed media folder, the AVID Media Files folder, which must live at the root directory of your drive. Finally, when I say convert to MXF files, what this primarily means is taking your AMA files and either consolidating or transcoding your media. Consolidate simply means that I'm rewrapping the existing media in an MXF wrapper, putting it in the AVID Media Files folder on my drive. And only specific files are natively supported to consolidate. Transcoding means that in addition to creating new media, I'm actually changing the codec of the file to one of the format and resolution options within Media Composer. Your transcode options range from uncompressed to highly compressed. With that said, there are basically three main options about when people convert their AMA media to MXF. Option 1 is to just edit the entire show with the AMA media start to finish. And as long as you aren't experiencing significant performance lag, it's okay to do this. Then, once you've edited the sequence, you can transcode it so that just the portions of the clips that you actually used in the sequence are converted to the native AVID MXF files. So with this option, you get started editing immediately. But you aren't benefiting from working in AVID's preferred way, which is with those native MXF files. So option 2 is to AMA link your footage and then just consolidate or transcode absolutely everything before you edit. If you do this, you're guaranteed excellent editing performance and you're guaranteed rock-solid media management. But the downside? Well, it takes a lot of time right off the bat. You can't get started editing immediately like you can in option number 1. Also, because you're converting everything, it can clog your hard drive space with a lot of media you might not necessarily need. And option 3 is to AMA link your files and then go through all of your footage, which is a good thing. It's smart to screen your stuff, and then subclip out the parts that you think you'll use in the project, and then just consolidate or transcode those subclips. So again, you're guaranteed some great performance on your converted footage, and this method limits the amount of time you actually spent converting the files since you're only converting the best stuff. Now, I will tell you, I posed this question to an AVID Editors forum. Which way do you prefer, option 1, 2, or 3? And almost across the board, everyone said, I never do option 1, just editing with the AMA files from start to finish, unless it's a really short project that I need to get out the door. And in almost all cases, this was a matter of performance. AVID just works better with MXF files, so editors want the speed, the responsiveness, and the efficiency. All right, so after that, it was a little split. About half the editors said they went ahead and just transcoded everything so that they would have access to all the material, but the other half said they preferred subclipping out the shots and then just transcoding those subclips. Now, I got about 40 responses, and here are some of those for your perusal. And while I show you these, I will tell you my favorite option, and that's option 3, because it forces you to screen your footage, make decisions, and so while you're saving transcoding time and drive space, you're also forming ideas about your footage. But that's me. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about this. With that said, let's actually go through these 3 options in the next movie as we learn how to consolidate and transcode our media.